Hey guys, the goal of this stress management course is to try to not only understand stress better by splitting it into its components, but also to change your relationship to stress so it becomes more of a friendly relationship where you feel you can control it and manage it using this toolbox that we're gonna develop for you. Over the past 12 years being a CEO in 4 different countries, I have collected a toolbox of stress management tools, and I have gathered the 30 best tools in this video because I think it's time for me to share these tools because they have helped me manage stress and feel better during hard workloads and large amount of responsibility. I would like to share it with as many people as possible, hoping to help as many people as possible. And we're also going to start small so that you can just pick 5 tools or maybe just 3 and then integrate them into your own life. So in the big picture, you can divide stress into 5 different categories, okay? And I've made this diagram here, or it's like a map to simplify how stress affects us in our life, okay? So here in the middle, I have the main goal that is to stay calm and feel good. That's something you can always work towards. And then outside of this circle, there's the 5 different sources of stress that is affecting you throughout your day in your daily life, okay? So let's go through these 5 sources quickly. So the number 1 source of stress in your life, you can say, is the external workload or your boss who says what you have to do. And number 2 is the internal and mental workload. So that's the pressure you put on yourself. You could also say it's your ambition. And interestingly, this is highly adjustable. This is something you can learn and practice to take control of. Number 3 is the biological and hormonal state. So your body's stress response, and this can be also adjusted quite easily in many cases. Like for example, you can reduce your intake of coffee and you can increase your amount of sleep. That is a very easy and simple way to down-regulate your stress hormones. And then number 4, your daily habits. So what does your normal day look like? This is also something that is easy to optimize. So you can create new habits and maybe get rid of some of your old habits, okay? And number 5 is gonna be your social life and relationships. And that can actually mainly serve as a stress reducing factor if it's managed correctly, if you have mainly healthy relationships and reduce unhealthy relationships. And we're gonna get into that, okay? So those are the 5 different sources of stress. And I'm going to give you 30 different techniques and tools in this video to adjust and regulate these sources. So before we start, let's have a quick overview of what we're gonna go through in this course. Firstly, an introduction and a little bit about me, and then get a clear understanding of stress, both what's good about it and what's bad. Actually, there are some good things about stress. It's actually performance enhancing in a certain amount, but not too much. And then if you have too much, then it becomes a problem because it has bad health effects and also mental health effects that you don't want in the long run if you suffer from too much stress. And then we're gonna split stress into components, number 3. And number 4, how to optimize for each of these components with 30 tools. And then number 5, build your own toolbox. So you pick, for example, 5 tools out of these 30 tools, or even just 3 if that feels more right for you. And then number 6, integrating these tools, this new toolbox, and making it your own personal habits to use these tools during your day. And number 7, how to get started. When to start and exactly when you're going to use each tool, and then checking up and following up if it's actually working. So before we get started, if you want to know a little bit about me, then I've been an entrepreneur for 12 years and I've been a CEO most of the time, and I've been operating in 4 different countries, and now I'm a happy business owner of a company that is more passion driven. So instead of being more income driven, we're working towards life quality, and we are an award-winning sports training camp where we train motocross and fitness and mountain biking and other sports, and we are really happy for that. Especially I like to work with people in person and see their progress and being a key part in other people's progress. And that provides me with more life quality than just running a business like I did in the beginning, where we were importing smartphone accessories during the smartphone boom. So we imported the accessories from China to Europe and managed sales and distribution as well. And that learned me something very important, which is stress makes you less happy, and just because you're making good money and you're successful does not mean you will be happy. So that was really important to learn, I think, at an early age. I was about 25 to 28 years old when that took off, and then I changed my direction after that. So that was a little bit about me. Oh, by the way, I've also studied nanoscience, and that gives me, I would say, a very logical approach to everything that I do. And I like to understand the true mechanics and the true nature of things that I work with, including stress. So I'm very excited to present this course that I've developed, where I have taken all the best tools and techniques and life perspectives and put into a toolbox with 30 different tools that I want to give to you. And I'm pretty sure at least some of these tools will help you. And to make it less stressful as well, the plan is that you should only try to integrate, for example, 3 to 5 of these tools in your own life, and thereby find it more easy and less stressful. Because like trying to integrate 30 things in your life will ironically be stressful, even if they're stress reducing, because we're talking about changing habits during your life, and that takes a bit of time, but certainly it will be nice to get these tools available and just at least hear them once, and then you can pick the ones that you find are most suitable for your particular lifestyle. Okay? So that was a little bit about me. The final goal will be to change your relationship to stress so you feel that it's more of a positive performance enhancing factor that you can control the intensity of, instead of being an uncontrolled, overwhelming feeling that makes your life more uncomfortable and lowers your life quality. So we're going to try to increase your life quality and actually also your health. In case you didn't know it, stress actually is the main cause of a lot of diseases, and reducing stress can help prevent a lot of diseases. And I think it's also common knowledge that something like heart attacks occur when people are really stressed out and pushing really hard and ignoring the warning signals and not taking the time to do a stress management course so they can get better at it. And that's why I thought it would be so important to take all these tools, all this knowledge I've gathered over the last 12 years of being an entrepreneur and putting it into a course that can help you have less stress and manage it, and maybe even, in the best case, See it as a state of mind that you can control and also reduce when you need to. Okay, let's get started.